Namaste everyone, welcome back to Suvi English channel. In today's video, we are going to learn a very interesting story titled Marriage is a Private Affair, written by a very popular Nigerian writer Chinua Achebe. Though this story comes from African literature, it has a lot of relevance in Indian society. We all know how marriages happen in India. Now, some marriages are arranged by the parents, and some marriages are love marriages decided by the boy or the girl, right? And through this story, the writer Chinua Achebe tries to say that marriages cannot be decided by the parents because marriage is a personal opinion, is a personal decision taken by the boy or the girl, according to Chinua Achebe. And now let us get into the story and see whether marriage should be a family decision or it should be a personal decision. This story is about two lovers, Nemeka and Nene, and their story begins at a city called Lagos, where they are talking about their engagement, about their wedding, about their marriage. Nene asks her lover Nemeka whether he has informed to his father about their marriage, about their engagement. But Nemeka says that it is not appropriate to discuss such an important matter through letters. And he also knows that it is very difficult for him to convince his father because they both belong to two different communities. Nemeka belongs to Igbo community and Nene belongs to Ibibo community. So they belong to two different communities, and it is going to be a very tough situation for Nemeka to convince his father. So he decided to meet his father directly when he gets leave. And after 6 weeks, he gets a leave and he decides to go home. But before he goes there, he receives a letter from his father, Okeke. His father name is Okeke. So he receives a letter. Nemeka receives a letter from his father, and when he reads that letter, he is shocked to see what is there in that letter. Okeke has already found a girl, a suitable girl for Nemeka. Her name is Ugie, their neighbor. Ugie, when she was school going girl, she used to beat up all the boys, including Nemeka. She was like a rowdy baby in her village, in her gully. And when Nemeka goes home, he speaks to his father. He says that he cannot marry Ugie. But his father tries to convince him because Ugie has all the qualities to be a good wife, to be a good daughter-in-law, and she also has the Christian upbringing, and she was able to read her own Bible. Now she was having all the qualities to be a good wife according to Okeke, his father Okeke. But Nemeka cannot marry Uge. Why? Because he was loving the other girl. And the Okeke does not know that. Finally, Nemeka reveals that he was in love with the other girl called Nene. Nemeka says that no, he was in love with a girl called Nene who was working as a teacher in Lagos. Okeke strongly opposes his son Nemeka for choosing a girl from other community, that too who is in teaching profession, because Okeke has learnt from somewhere that a Christian woman cannot be a teacher. Now he has learnt from some letters. Once Saint Paul's has written a letter, and in the letter it is mentioned that a Christian woman should be silent always, should not be a teacher, should not talk much. That's what Okeke believed. So he opposes his son. And not only that, when Okeke learns that Nene belongs to some other community, when he learns that she is out of their community, his opposition becomes even more stronger. But still, Nemeka firmly says that he cannot marry any other girl than Nene. And several times, Nemeka requests his father to meet, at least to see Nene, so that he will come to know about her qualities, about her nature, and he will definitely understand who she is, what she is. But Okeke says that he will never see her, he will never invite her to his family. Here we must appreciate Nemeka, because now when he is loving a girl, he could have run away with his beloved lady, right? There was no need of informing the parent as we see in the society. But Nemeka, as an obedient son, he requests his father. But if father fails to understand his son's obedience and love and sincerity. And the next day, Nemeka returns to his city, Lagos, and very soon all the villagers come to know that Nemeka is going against his father, Okeke. And many people say that his son's mind is sick. And one of the villagers, Madubogu, advised Okeke to take his son Nemeka to a native doctor because his mind is sick. According to them, if that boy is taken to the native doctor, to that herbalist, he would give some medicine so that his mind will become normal. That's what they believed. But Wakeke refuses to take his son Nemeka to a native doctor because he thinks that his son is not ill, is not sick. And after 6 months, Nemeka and Nene get married and they send their wedding photo to Okeke in order to take his blessings. But Okeke angrily cuts off Nene's photo with a scissor and sends back in his reply to Nemeka. That deeply hurts Nene. But still, Nemeka had a hope that one or the other day his father will realize and he will forgive these two people. But that doesn't happen for many years. In the beginning of their married life in the city Lagos, Nene faces lot of discrimination, lot of ill treatment by the people from Okeke's village, Nemeka's village. There were many people in Lagos from Okeke's village. They used to discriminate, they used to ill treat Nene, they used to make Nene feel that she was not from their community, she was out of their community. She used to feel very sad. But slowly, with her discipline, with her dignity, with her good nature, she starts winning their respect. And not only that, she even makes friends from the community, Igbo community, Okeke's community, Igbo community. And they slowly started now admiring Nene because of her discipline, because of her dedication, because of her dignity and the hospitality and gentleness. So all the very good qualities she was having. Nemeka and Nene give birth to two sons, two children. And after 8 years, Nene writes an emotional letter to her father-in-law, Okeke. In the letter, Nene writes that her two sons want to see their grandfather. Ever since the two sons, the two children learned that they have a grandfather, they had been wanting to meet him. So that Nene writes in the letter and she requests her father-in-law Okeke to allow Nemeka to take these two children to his place. And she also mentions that she will stay back in Lagos. And after reading this letter, Okeke realizes how stubborn he has been all these years, and he realizes that he has to change his mindset, and he also understands that change is the law of life. That letter melts his heart, and that night after reading the letter he sleeps and he is worried whether he will die without seeing his grandchildren. So that's all about the story. Marriage is a private affair. Thank you.